We are looking at R.D. Sharma solutions, class 11, chapter 15, linear inequations, exercises 15.4. Now, in various editions of this book, it is 15.3 also, this exercise. Now, the first question is, find all pairs of consecutive odd positive integers, both of which are smaller than 10, such that their sum is more than 11. So how do we start? If you understand the question, all these questions, the answer lies in the question only. So if you assume that x is a consecutive odd positive integer, how are we going to make an odd number? First, you can take x multiplied by 2, make it even, then you can just add 1. So it will be an odd number. So if the first number is this one, the next one will be 2x plus 3. So you are going to add 2 to the first number. Then you add 2 here. You have to add 2 so that you get the next odd number. If we assume x to be a smaller of these two consecutive odd positive integers, what will be the other number? See, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even if you have to find 5, you have to add 2 to 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. So you have to add 2. So that is how, if you assume the number to be x, the next number will be x plus 2. You have to add 2. That will be the next consecutive odd positive integer. That is given that they both are smaller than 10. So x is less than 10 and x plus 2 is also less than 10. And their sum is more than 11. So x plus 2, both of them we added, it should be greater than 11. So x is 10, x plus 2 less than 10. So x plus 2 less than 10 means x should be less than 8. The second situation is 2x plus 2 is greater than 11. So 2x is greater than 9. So x is greater than 9. That is around 4.5. So here you get x less than 8. And here you get x greater than 9 by 2. So the situation what we get is x should be greater than 9 by 2 and should be less than 8. So that is 9 by 2 and 8. So it is around 4.5, greater than 4.5 and less than 8. Now what do we do? So it is 4.5. So we are not going to take 5. We cannot take, either we can take 4 or we can take 5, but we cannot take 5 because if you see, it can be 4.6, it can be 4.4. So let us take it as 4. So what is between 4 and 8? 5, 6, 7 and 5, 6, 7. This is between 4 and 8. Now we want an odd integer. Only 5 and 7 we can take. We cannot take 6, right? So 5 is there and 7 is there. So what is after 5? After 5, 7 will come. Next odd. After 7, 9 will come. So these are the solution. These are the pairs. You can take 2x plus 1 and 2x plus 3 also. The answer is going to come same. It will be exactly similar. The next question is, find all pairs of consecutive odd natural numbers, both of which, odd natural numbers, right? Both of which are larger than 10, such that their sum is less than 40. Same question, almost same. Now we have to see odd natural numbers. Natural number always start with 1. 1, 2, 3 like this up to infinity. So let us take x as the smaller one. What will be the second one? As we saw in the earlier question, if 1 is x, if it is 1, then it will be 3. You have to add 2. So if you take x, the next will be x plus 2, not x plus 1. So first condition is both of them are x plus 2 and x both are greater than 10. X is greater than 10 and x plus 2 is greater than 10. So x plus 2 greater than 10 means x is greater than 8. So if you just take a number line, and if you see that if we have 8 and 10, if the number is greater than 10, number is already greater than 8. If it is greater than 10, it is already greater than 8, so we don't have to take x greater than 8. We will take x greater than 10. The second situation is their sum is less than 40. So x plus 2, one is x plus 2, it is less than 40. So 2x plus 2 is less than 40. That means 2x is less than 38. That is, x is less than 38 by 2, which is 19. So x is less than 19 and it is greater than 10. So write all the numbers between 10 and 19, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, all the numbers, but we need only odd. So just strike off the even ones, remove the even ones. We only need the odd natural numbers. So after 11, 13 will come, next odd, 13, if it is 13, it will be 15, if it is 15, the next number will be 17, if it is 17, next number will be 19. So these are the solution set. Now the next is find all pairs of consecutive even positive integers, both of which are larger than 5, such that means first of all we have to understand that it is even positive integers. How to make a even number? Take x and multiply it by 2. The other number will be 2x plus 2. This way you can also do, but you can do it because it's a simplistic way. Take x, first number is x, it has to be consecutive, so one is x plus 2, as we did earlier questions. Always you have to add 2 so that you get the consecutive even positive integer, both of which are larger than 5. So x is greater than 5 and x plus 2 is greater than 5. So x is greater than 5, x is greater than 3. So if it is greater than 5, it is greater than 3. If a number is greater than 5, it is already greater than 3. So we'll take x is greater than 5. We'll take x greater than 5, we'll not take x greater than 3, right? Second thing, the second condition is the sum is less than 23. So take first number, take second number, and it is less than 23. So 2x plus 2 is less than 23. Take 2 on the right hand side, 2x is less than 21, 21 by 2 it is. So it is 10.5. 10.5. So it can be 10.4 also, it can be 10.6 also, it can be less than, right? So you have to take an integer. You cannot take it is as 11. You have to take as 10. So x is less than 10 and it is greater than 5. So we have to take the higher end, right? So you cannot take it as 10, you have to take 11, as I said. You cannot take it as a 10 because it can be 10.4, 10.6. So always take 11. Always take the higher end. That is the ceiling, not the floor. You have to take the ceiling always. So don't take 10, 10. You have to take 11. So write all the numbers in between 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now you want even positive integer. Even. So strike off the odd one. Strike off the odd one. So even are 6. If it is 6, next number will be 8. If it is 8, next number will be 10. If it is 10, the next number will be 12. This is the answer. Now the next one is the marks scored by Rohit in 2 tests were 65 and 70. Find the minimum marks he should score in the third test to have an average of at least 65 marks. So Mr. Rohit, he appeared for 2 tests. Once he got 65, next time he got 70. Now you have to tell in the 3rd test how much he should get so that his average is at least 65, that is 65 and more. If we have 3 numbers, how to take the average? Add them, divide just by the number of observations, so it is divided by 3. So the average should be at least means that can be the minimum. So it is greater than or equal to 65. 65 is the threshold. We cannot go lesser than 65. So take it on the right hand side to have it a better perspective. So it is either 65 or greater than 65. Minimum is 65. At least means minimum, right? So greater than equal to 65. So how to do it? Multiply both sides by 3. You get 65 plus 70 is 135. And the plus x greater than equal to 65 into 3 is 195. Take 135 on the right hand side. The x should be greater than equal to 60. It should be greater than 60, equal to 60. So Rohit should score in the 3rd test at least 60 and above. The minimum marks he should get. The next is, a solution is to be kept between 86 degree and 95 degree Fahrenheit. What is the 86 and 95 are the range of the Fahrenheit. What is the range of temperature in degree centigrade? It is already in Fahrenheit, so we have to convert it into the centigrade. We never use degree in the Celsius, okay? So if the Celsius Fahrenheit conversion formula is given, the conversion formula is already given. F is equal to 9 by 5 C plus 32. So first let us convert this 86, which is in Fahrenheit, into centigrade. The formula is given. So just put this F as 86, try to find out this C1, the first Celsius corresponding to 86 degree Fahrenheit. So when we solve it, we are going to get the centigrade as 30 degree centigrade corresponding to 86. Coming to 95 degree Fahrenheit, you put F as 95 and try to find out C. That is going to be 35 degree corresponding to 95. So the range will be 30 degree and 35 degree. So it is actually 86 and 95 in Fahrenheit. It is in degree centigrade, it is 30 degree and 35 degree. So there is no inequality involved here. It's just a conversion, I guess. So we have conversion here. Now this question is also like that. Now we have to do it reverse. A solution is to be kept between 30 degree and 35 degree. What is the range of temperature in degree Fahrenheit? So you have a formula already given in the previous question. Just put now C1 as 30. Try to find out F1. It will come as 86, same as 35 degree you put. Try to find out the F2, 95. Now the temperature solution of the solution lies between 86 and 95. Next is Shikha. To receive grade A in a course, one must obtain an average of 90 marks or more in 5 papers, each of 100 marks. If A grade she needs to get at least 90 and above. Means 90 is the threshold. Above this number she needs. Shikha scored 87, 95, 92, 94 in the first 4 papers. How much she must score in the last paper to get a grade A. So let us assume it to be A, X. Just add them, take the average. How many number of observations are 5? And that has to be greater than or equal to 90. The threshold is 90. then only she is going to get grade A. Multiply both sides by 5, add these 4, so that will be 368 plus, and 5 multiplied by 90, it is going to be 450. Now take 366 on the right hand side, x should be greater than or equal to 82. So Shikha, the minimum marks which is required in the last paper is 82, minimum 82 and above. If she gets 82, it is okay. If she gets 86, that's also okay. A company manufactures cassettes. Company is making cassettes, and its cost and revenue functions for a week are, the formulas are given. For cost, it is given 300 plus 3 by 2x. For revenue, it is 2x. What is this? There is a cost and revenue relationship. What is x here? Number of cassettes produced and sold in a week. This cassettes are to be produced, manufactured and sold in a week. Not only producing, but it has to be sold also. How many cassettes must be sold for the company to realize a profit? So they need a profit. Let us understand, profit is equal to revenue minus cost. Revenue is what you got out of it, and cost is how much money did you put. So in order to get profit, for example, I'll give you an example. You made it for 100, you sold it for 120. So you got a profit of 20 rupees or $20. So if you want to have a profit, the revenue has to be greater than cost. If you have for 100 and sold it for 80, you will incur a loss of $20 or 20 rupees. So you need, revenue should be greater than cost. So revenue is 300 plus 3 by 2x, and the cost is 300 plus 3 by 2x, and revenue is 2x. So put 3 by 2x on the left hand side, take the LCM. 4x minus 3x by 2 is greater than 300. You get x by 2 by greater than 300, multiply both sides by 2, x is greater than 600. So the manufacturer must sell more than 600 cassettes to have a profit. To realize a profit, it should be more than 600. 600, 601 will do. The longest side of a triangle is 3 times the shortest side, and the third side is 2 centimeters shorter than the longest side if the perimeter of the triangle at least 61 centimeter. Find the minimal length of the shortest side. So make a triangle first. That will clarify this question. So let us take one side which is the shortest side as x. Shortest side, because everything it is dependent on x. The longest side is 3 times the shortest side. So the longest will be 3x. If shortest is x, the longest is 3 times of shorter side. The third side is 2 centimeters shorter than the longest side. So 3x is the longest side. Just take off 2 from it, reduce it by 2. It will be the third side. Now the perimeter is kam se kam, is less at least 61. It is kam se kam, at least 61. So perimeter is greater than or equal to 61. That is either 61 or greater than 61. So what is the perimeter of a triangle? Not only triangle, any shape. The perimeter is only the length of the side added, the boundary length. So x plus 3x plus 3x minus 2x is greater than or equal to 61. So what do you get? That is 7x. 7x is greater than 61 plus 2. 7x is greater than or equal to 63. X is greater than or equal to 63 by 7. So x is greater than or equal to 9. Minimum length of the shortest side is 9 centimeter. This is the minimum one. Next one is, how many liters of water will have to be added to 1125 liters of the 45% solution of acid? So we have, say, a container we have 1125 liters for a 45% solution. 45% is acid. It is 45%, 1125 into 45 by 100, 45%. So this is the amount of acid in the present situation. How many liters of water should be poured inside? Say we put X liter of water inside this. So the solution now becomes what? 1125 plus X. This many liters the solution will become. When the water is mixed, it will be 1125 plus X. X is the water. Then it is being said, the resulting mixture will contain more than 25% but less than 30% of acid content. So 25% acid, greater than 25, or less than 30%. The acid cannot exceed, means it cannot be below 25 and above 30. So this is the total acid content. What is the acid content? 1125 into 45 by 100. This is the actual acid content. And the acid content of the resulting mixture is what? 25% of 1125 plus X. Plus X. X is the amount of water. And 30% of the mixture with water. 1125 plus X. So the first condition we are going to take, 25% of 1125 plus X should be less than the 45% of 1125. That is the acid content. The second condition will be 45% of 1125 should be less than 30% of 1125 plus X. 30% of the final solution with water. So between 25 and 30 the case is. So whenever we take a percent, we divide by 100. So now what you can do, you can just multiply both sides by 100. So you can get rid of 100. Multiply both sides by 100. Now 1125 plus X, 25 you can take on the right hand side. And 25 multiplied, 1125 divided by 25 is 45. So you have, this goes by 45. Now your 45 into 45 is 2025. Take 1125 on the right hand side, you get X less than 900. So this is the first condition, X should be less than 900. The water should be less than 900. The second condition, now coming to 30% of the solution, 30% of the acid, it cannot be more than 30% when you add water. So 45 by 100 into 1125, again remove the 100. So what do you get? Just multiply this, it will be 1125 plus X. Here 45, just take common or divide them by 15, 3 by 2 you get. That is 1.5 into 1125, 168, 7.5. Take 1125 here, and then you get X should be greater than 562.5. X should be less than 900, it should be greater than 562.5. That is the amount of water to be poured, is the quantity of water lies between these two numbers, 562.5 and 900. The next is, a solution of 8% boric acid is to be diluted by 2% boric acid solution to it. So we have first one as 8% boric acid, 8% boric acid. The second one is same boric acid with 2% solution. 2% of boric acid, first is 8%, second is 2%. Now this solution, they are combined. They both are combined. The resulting mixture is to be more than 4% but less than 6% boric acid. So what is the resultant? It should be greater than 4 and it should be less than 6. Greater than 4% of acid and less than 6%. If there are 640 liters of the 8% solution, so this is 640, the first solution is 640 and the second one we don't know. So how many liters of 2% solution? That is, we assume it to be X. So when we combine them, what is the resultant amount? 640 plus X. This is 640 plus X. This is the resultant one. When we combine this, it will be 640 of 8% and X of 2%. So 2 by 100 2% of x plus 8% of 640. So this is the resultant one. When you combine them, total acid is 2% of x and 8% of 640. So it should be greater than 4%. But 4% of what? 4% of the actual amount. 4% of actual amount and 6% of actual amount. So this is the main thing. 4% of 640 plus x, and it should be greater than and less than 6% of the 640 plus x. So let us multiply both sides, everything by 100. All 100 will be eliminated, and then you will get 2560, 4 into 640, 4x, then 2x plus 8640, and then you have 6 into 640, that is 3840, and then plus 6x. Now take them separately. First left condition, then right condition. So from the left condition, and then the right condition is the less than sign. So just take the x one side and the others on the other side. X will come as less than 1280. Same thing here. Take the x on one side, take the numbers on the other side, you get x greater than 320. So it is between 320 and 1280. So more than 320 liters but less than 1280 liters of 2% is to be added. 2% solution can only be between 320 and 1280. This is the limitation. The water acidity in a pool is considered normal when the average pH reading of 3 daily measurements is between 7.2 and 7.8. 7.2 and 7.8, these are the limiting factors. If the pH is between this, the water acidity is in between this, the pH value is this, it is considered as normal. So the first two pH readings are 7.48 and second one is 7.85. Find the range of pH value of the third reading that will result in the acidity level being normal. So let us assume it to be x. So we need to take an average, add all these three, divide by 3, right? So we have to add them and take the number of observation. So it is 3. Okay, I wrote x, assume it to be 3 in the denominator. So just solve it. Just multiply both sides by 3, everything by 3. So you get 21.6 and 23.4. Now this is 15.33. Now subtract each of them by 15.33. All these three expressions. So 21.6 minus 15.33, you get 6.27. 23.4 minus 15.33, you get 8.07. So x is between 6.27 and 8.07. So this is the third value. The range of pH value for the third reading lies between 6.27 and 8.07.